and welcome to Weeknights with Wonder Girls. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Mabel. Thank you, TGIF, everybody. Hope you had a great week and looking forward to the long weekend ahead. If you have heard what we were chatting earlier on, we hope it has piqued your interest in Jeju, South Korea. If it did, type Jeju, Jeju, in the comments to let us know. Please give us a like and share this live session. Remember to keep the engagement up because we have a giveaway for the person with the highest engagement.
Speaking about lucky winner, who is going to walk away with a prize from last week's broadcast? We would like to congratulate Miss Joanna Tan, who had won herself a bottle of baby powder all natural shampoo from Kundal. That's our sponsor.
Congratulations, Joanna.
Congratulations. I hope she is online.
I hope so too.
I saw her comment with you this afternoon that when you say that, oh, tonight we are going Jeju, and then she replied, you're unpacking my luggage now. Yeah. So we hope we maybe she's online. We'll check it out later on. Meanwhile, allow me to share a little bit about ourselves if you are new to Travel Wonder. Travel Wonder is a licensed online and offline travel company based in Singapore. We specialize in active holidays. Join us in the future if you are looking for cycling, hiking, and running holidays overseas. We are also good in bespoke travel. We can plan all sorts of vacations that you desire, such as romantic getaways, rest and relaxation trips, or even family fun trips according to your requirement. Our website is www.travel-wander.com www.travel-wonder.com. Remember to check us out when you are ready to travel. This evening, we are happy to have Mr. Ryan Kim from Jeju Tourism Organization to share more about his lovely island.
But before we bring Ryan on, tell us what comes to mind when we talk about Jeju. Share it in the comments. Is it their fresh seafood like abalone, oranges, the sea, or the beautiful scenery? We would love to hear from you.
It's definitely abalone for me. So without further delay, please join us to welcome Ryan from Jeju Tourism Organization.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good evening to you.
Me too.
How have your day been today? It's a Friday.
Yeah, TGIF. It's been good. But I worked in my office by 6 p.m. And then prepared my presentation. Now I'm a little excited to share information about Jeju Island.
Did you have dinner?
Yes, I have. Did you?
You had? Yes, we do. And thank you for accepting our invitation to come on board live with us because we know it's now 10:30 in Jeju actually.
It's okay.
Thank you. Yeah. So now let's see who has been online. Okay, we have
Joanna is online because she acknowledged us.
Lisan is here also. Eddie is here. Selena, hi. Good evening.
Hi.
See, I told you Angeline is sure here because Jeju is in her bucket list.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Yes, we have some new audience also. Von, hi.
Hello. We have Colleen back. Hi, Colleen.
Faustina also. Hi. Good evening, Faustina.
Hi, Stuart.
Yeah.
Hi, Chun-Yong.
Oh, okay. Very good. So to our viewers, please continue to give us many likes, comment, and share the broadcast. Remember, we have a giveaway from South Korea. Mabel will share the details in a minute. If you have any questions to ask Ryan, feel free to put them on in the comment and we will respond later during the Q&A session. Now I will take a back seat and enjoy Ryan's presentation. Over to you, Mabel.
All right, thanks, Cheryl. Okay, before I take everybody offline and bring Ryan's presentation on, I'd just like to share a couple of slides with everybody. So earlier on, we were talking about our Jeju Round Island cycling as well as the Jeju International Tourism Marathon. It can all be found on our website at www.travel-wonder.com. So where can you find these trips? On our website, search under Destinations, South Korea, and you'll be able to find the 2 itineraries that we have. Please also subscribe to our mailing list to receive all the latest updates from us at Travel Wonder. We send our e-newsletter out every Friday. You may also follow our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube to see all our past trips, photos, and videos. Tonight, we have our sponsor from Kundal. Kundal is an affordable, premium, and eco-friendly personal care brand that was launched in 2016, which is the same year that Travel Wonder was established. Kundal pursues beauty from nature and apply the highest standard to all their products by combining various natural extracts and using leading technology. Kundal aims to be the inseparable part of everybody's daily routine. For today, they are giving away a 500 ml hair treatment to the viewer with the most engagement. So do keep your engagement coming. Okay, now it's time for Ryan to take over the presentation.
Thank you very much, Mabel. And thank you very much, Cheryl, that I have a chance to guest present tonight. It's a big honor to me and big privilege. Okay, have you guys heard of Jeju Island before? If you have, you know that Jeju Island is a volcanic island and has breathtaking landscapes. Plus, there are beautiful ocean, mountain, and cities with nice restaurants and cafes. Tonight, we don't have much time to cover all the information about Jeju Island, so I'll focus on the best things and the activities, cycling, trekking, and running in Jeju Island. Jeju Island is one of the 9 provinces of South Korea and is the most beloved holiday destination for Koreans and also foreigners from the world. For those guys who've never been to Jeju Island, I'll have a quick introduction where Jeju Island is and some basic information. This is a map of Korea. The capital of South Korea, Seoul, is in the middle of the Korean Peninsula, and to the south, Jeju Island is located. You can see Jeju Island lies in the south of Korea Peninsula. There are 2 cities. One is in the north of the island called Jeju City, and the other is in the south called Seogwipo City. And how big is Jeju Island? Compared with Singapore, Jeju Island has 2.5 times bigger area, and almost 700,000 people are living in Jeju Island. You may wonder when is the best time to travel to Jeju Island. I answered that Jeju Island is welcoming and lively year-round, with every month and season offering its own allures. No matter what time of year you choose to visit Jeju Island, there's always something new to see, do, taste, and experience around the island. In spring, the weather is mostly temperate climate. Many flowers start blooming in Jeju Island in March. Over the island, everywhere bursts into bloom as gorgeous cherry trees, canola flowers, and azaleas come into full flower by roads and yards all over the island. During Jeju summer, the days are hot with high humidity. In autumn, days tend to be mild and mostly sunny as the weather begins to cool. The leaves start changing color, and this is making hike and outdoor activities more beautiful than ever. Winter in Jeju is cold like other regions in South Korea. In late January and February, snow drops. Hiking the mountain in winter is one of the best activities you can do in the island because the snow mountain scenery you meet on mountain is so beautiful. Jeju Island was designated a National Biosphere Conservation Area in 2002, a World Natural Heritage Site in 2007, and received Global Geopark Network certification in 2010. It is the only area in the world that has achieved these 3 accolades at the same time. Plus, the culture of Jeju Haenyeo, women divers of the Republic of Korea, was inscribed on the representative list of Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity in 2016. And you can ask how to get to Jeju Island. From Singapore to South Korea, regular airlines, for example, Singapore Air, Korean Air, and Asiana Air fly many flights to Seoul and Busan from Singapore on daily basis before COVID-19 crisis happened. But when the situation gets stabilized and both countries end the temporary restriction on international travel, the air route will be recovered as it was before the pandemic. And how far is it between Seoul and Jeju Island? It takes just an hour by airplane. You don't need to worry how to move from Seoul or Busan to Jeju Island because those cities have domestic terminal for the flights bound for the island. And besides Seoul and Busan, most of domestic air terminal in cities of South Korea have domestic flights to the island. One of the reasons I recommend you to join in Travel Wonder South Korea cycling program is that you totally don't need to worry about the flight schedule and transfers when you arrive in South Korea. Plus, from Kuala Lumpur, AirAsia X flies directly to Jeju Island. Due to the virus, all the flights to South Korea has been grounded momentarily, but you saved your budget and fly directly if you book your ticket from AirAsia X. Before we move to main contents, I'll brief you about how Jeju Province has been dealing with the virus and incoming tourists, and the question, did it really work out? Jeju Province has been trying to screen all possible cases of COVID-19 from Jeju International Airport and other ports around Jeju Island by checking all travelers' temperature. And from the 30th of March, Jeju Province has set up a walk-through clinic at Jeju International Airport to test everyone who has traveled overseas within 14 days before arriving in Jeju. Jeju Province's main goal is to keep Jeju Island a COVID-19 safe place until everything is over. And Governor Won stated that Jeju will keep the safe tourism stance until the development of medicine and vaccine for COVID-19, which means that Jeju Province is going to keep stricter social distancing for tourism industry than other pills. Jeju only had 14 cases of COVID-19 so far. Whether you may heard of, we had a second wave of the virus spread caused by the group who visited nightclubs. Despite these small outbreaks, the situation in Jeju Island is managed well. If you like riding a bike, you can get the most out of travel in Jeju Island. Riding a bit away from city center, you meet wide and clear bike roads reaching beautiful oceans and showcasing incredible only in Jeju Island scenery. There's no word necessary for the scenery on the bike. These bikeways launch to anywhere all over the whole island by the ocean and past popular attractions, shops, and restaurants. Of course, you can make your own itinerary and ride a bike to travel places in your itinerary, or you can consider the Travel Wonders Jeju Island Cycling Tour. The best thing of this cycling tour is that you can make traveling the whole round of island by riding a bike, and it's the most suited for those who want to enjoy relaxed and easy riding. These places are where you can discover on the bike roads in Jeju Island. The Osulloc Tea Museum offers not only the company's green tea, but also other green tea related products such as green tea ice cream, green tea cake, and green tea cosmetics. At the observatory in the museum, you can look over the ever-stretching green tea fields. On your riding, you'll travel a number of cool places. Songaksan Mountain is one of the stunning landscapes in Jeju Island. The wide meadow and breathtaking cliff near the ocean are especially impressive. It is recommended to get off your bike and take a walk for a moment when you reach this attraction. This Sunrise Peak is one of Jeju Island's representative attractions and is a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site. This is the most famous and sought after sightseeing Seongsan Ilchulbong, or other name Seongsan Sunrise Peak. It's a giant cliff which looks like a crown that soared just out of the sea. It's one of extraordinary volcanic landscapes only existing in Jeju-do. Jeju Island has a sea of brilliant emerald color. Hamdeok Beach is a pleasant and popular beach on Jeju Island. When you arrive in Jeju Island and get out of Jeju Airport, you just can't see that mountain. The mountain catches your eye first in Jeju Island. We call that mountain Mountain Hallasan. It was a volcano that exploded 10,000 years ago. Don't worry, now it's in rest. Can you guess how high this mountain is? It's 1,940 meters high and situated at the center of the island. Here is a simple quiz to you guys watching this Facebook Live. I live in Jeju Island. Do you guess, have I ever climbed up to the top of the mountain? Yes, I have. It's my photo taken on the summit. I was standing even higher than clouds. This is a lake on the top of the mountain. There are 5 trekking courses in Mountain Hallasan. Among these courses, 3 courses which are marked in green box lead to just midpoint of the mountain that take approximately 5 hours to climb and descend. And other 2 courses which are marked in red box lead to the top of the mountain that takes approximately 10 hours to climb and descend. Maybe from next year, hikers who wish to reach the top of the Hallasan mountain will be required to register in advance. This policy is aimed at protecting the ecology of national park. Now is temporarily suspended in the COVID-19 crisis, but will be run again. No pre-registration is required for the remaining 3 courses. Otherwise, hiking is free. Mountain Hallasan is famous for spectacular open cliff panoramic views and unusual rock formations. The trails have thousands of conveniently built wooden stairs, but in winter they might be covered in snow. That's why spikes on the shoes are a must. In spring, the mountain is covered with gorgeous wildflowers and show off breathtaking scenery on these springtime rambles. Fall might be the best time to experience the mountain's natural beauty. Emerald leaf trees seem to catch fire in slow motion as temperatures cool, and cool breeze tease out autumnal displays of gold and red. In winter, the mountain turns into a snow wonderland. Not as tall as the mountain, over the island, there are 368 orums to hike 20 to 40 minutes long trails. Most of orums are open to the public. One of the best ways to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Jeju Island is by walking on a well-planned and maintained trail. It will keep you fit and connect you with Jeju nature and local culture. In the Jeju language, Olle is a word used for the narrow path that leads to one's house. Olle Trail can be seen as narrow paths through the forests and coast of Jeju Island. The trails stretch from village to village and go through beaches and farms and forests. It's one of the island's biggest marathons. It features race along the ocean, circling around Jeju's east coastline. The Jeju International Tourism Marathon Festival is a more festive event than a competition, so it's perfect for first-timers and less experienced marathon runners. Besides a scenic cycling tour or activity tours, you can miss Jeju foods, drinks, and shopping. Donemun Market runs year-round. This vibrant market boasts fresh produce, food carts, and souvenirs. There are also oppa here, and a variety of street foods, and Jeju special hallabong too. Jeju food is one of the biggest pleasures while you are traveling in Jeju Island. Your stay would be extra special if you can taste the best pork barbecue here in the island. The black pig's meat is grilled in thick pieces over charcoal or burner. You'll feel the burst of flavors in your mouth once you eat it. It's crispy on the outside and has a oozing delightful flavor with juiciness of the inside. Around Jeju Island, native people catch different kinds of fish and seafood near the ocean. So we have various menus made of fresh seafood. One of them is the hot pot rice with abalone. The rice in hot pot tastes fresh cooked and abalone adds more flavor. Another menu that can only be found in Jeju Island is a hot pork soup with noodles. The soup flavors full of meat served with tender pork meat slices. If you want to know more things about Jeju Island travel, you can find every information on our website, visitjeju.net. And a lot of interesting posts are uploaded on the website. Also, you can find recommended itineraries and other travelers' itineraries, or you can make your own itineraries using our website. And we're uploading many nice pictures, videos, and updates on our Instagram and Facebook, so you should check it out. And Travel Wonder offers a lot of excellent activity tours and also have a lot of tour experiences and network with professional partners to be able to provide great travel experience. Thank you everyone for listening a presentation.
After looking at all the pictures of the food, I am so hungry
Not
now.
a good thing at this timing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why does all the presenter always like to put the food pictures at the end of the presentation and make all of us so hungry? Oh, that is
From
wonderful.
leaving
Thank
the
you so
best
much.
at the last.
Indeed, indeed. So while you are
Okay,
presenting,
so now
sorry.
we will go through all the comments.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sorry, Sharon, you were saying?
I think while Ryan is presenting, we actually
So we
throw
go
out
through all
some
the
polls.
comments.
Yeah, we pull out some polls. So maybe I go through the
Okay.
results of the poll first before we go into the Q&A. Okay. So the first question we asked
Okay, sure.
was, what is your preferred way to visit? So we have quite a tie here between cycling and trekking. So 48% of the viewers vouch for cycling and 32% goes for hiking. Okay. Marathon is only 3% and food and shopping is 16%. But actually, whatever activity you choose, food and shopping is a giveaway. So whether you choose cycling, hiking, or marathon, it will always come with food and shopping.
Yes.
Yeah. Then the second question is,
That's
who
right.
wants to go to Jeju Island? That is like a win. 93% of the audience says they want to go to Jeju Island. And for who love the sceneries of Jeju, 100%. I saw Colleen says that now, or is it Faustina? She says that now Jeju Island is first on her bucket list. So the other question is, hiking and walking in Jeju, anyone? We have a high 83% wants to go hiking and walking in Jeju. Then the last question, are you hungry now? 78% are very hungry. They need Ryan to to give us the food. Okay, that's all with the polling.
Okay. So there's a lot of comments going on, a lot of engagement, which is very good. Keeping coming, guys. Just to touch on a few that I managed to capture offhand. Selena was sharing that Jeju Marathon is really what she wanted to do this year. Cheryl, would you like to share about your experience when you did the Jeju International Marathon last year?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Maybe share your the run routes, the freebies that you got.
Oh yeah, so that marathon is actually an international tourism marathon, and the whole event, or I would say the run, is designed to be like a festival. So when you get there at the holding area, the starting point, they will have this K-pop like kind of warm up, and it get everybody in the mood. So whether you know how to dance K-pop or you don't know how to dance, you will just dance together with the instructors on the stage. So we really had a good fun. And then when we flag off for the event, I would say that the runs in Korea is done to be very community friendly, like in the sense that all your families and friends can actually cheer you on when they gun off the event. It's not like in Singapore where the spectators have to go one side and then only the runners goes into the pen. But in Korea and also in Jeju, I realized this is not the case. Like for us, when we took part in the 10 kilometers, so we are actually the third wave off. So we can actually all stand by the side of the starting line and cheer for the 42 runners when it's gone off. So that kind of experience, and I think for the runners, is a very big encouragement for them. And then everybody will just cheer them on. So throughout this whole route of the International Tourism Marathon is running on the coast. So along the way, you really see very beautiful coast, just like our cover picture. When you first came in, the cover picture, you see really blue waters like this, and then you have a lot of the gigantic windmills. And the good thing about this run is that along the way there are a lot of cafes. We will have Ryan's talk about the cafes in Jeju later on. So as we run, some of the runners will take a break, walk into the cafe, buy themselves a cup of coffee, and then come back and continue the run. The usher don't stop you. You can really enjoy the slow pace of the run, enjoying the scenery, enjoying your coffee. I thought that was a very incredible experience. And then of course, when you take part in marathons, you will definitely have the freebies that comes with it. The jersey. This is the jersey I have. Okay, this is the jersey sponsored by Dynafit, and an outdoor brand that is very popular in Korea. Then of course you have your medal. This is my medal. And also, right on the spot, if you hear Mabel last week, she mentioned that immediately she finished the run, she is able to go and print her certificate. And it will look exactly like this. It will have your name, the time you took to complete the category you take part in. Then after that, they actually create like a leaderboard at one corner, and you can go there with your cert, with your medal, and take a picture with your handphone as a souvenir sake. And the wonderful thing is that if you're alone, don't worry, because they have a lot of volunteers there to help to take the photo for you with your own handphone. Amazing experience. And one thing, and one thing I really regretted much was I didn't bring money with me when I go for the marathon, and I realized there's so many things to buy at the end of the run. Yeah, that's what I regretted, because a lot of the locals will come out and set up store at the carnival there at the festival to sell their own local handmade products. So they can sell anything from handicraft to even food, and they are all very good qualities, usually handmade, organic, and not in mass production. Yeah. And then of course the food, just now we mentioned about at the beginning. So for those who came in later, one thing good about this International Tourism Marathon is that you will have free flow abalone porridge after the run. You heard me correctly? Free flow. Yes.
Immediately, all the calories that you burn all put on back already after the run.
I know.
And more.
Yeah, and then you will always tell yourself, oh no, I think I just had one bowl is enough. I can tell you all those are lies. Nobody is ever enough with one bowl of abalone. Yes.
William also shared the same thing. He was saying that the marathon is very well organized. You know, last year when you went with him that time. Yeah. Angeline was saying that she actually wanted to go Jeju this year, but then all her plans will have to be postponed to year 2021, and she wants to cycle and hike there. So Angeline, we have reserved a spot for you already. You cannot back out.
Yeah, you cannot back out already.
Kim Lau was sharing that she really wants to hike in Jeju because running a marathon, she can't run lah. So hiking is her choice to go.
Oh, may
And
I, sorry, Mabel, may I add?
yeah,
This
uh-huh.
marathon actually has a walkers category,
Oh,
a 10
okay.
kilometer walkers category. And the interesting thing about this run, because it's called International Tourism Marathon. So as long as you even have one runner representing your country, they will do a placard of your country's
Oh,
name and put it at the starting line so that for everybody to see who are the runners all coming in from. That's why it's called international tourism. So of course, being uh, Singaporean, the minute we get in there, we all start running to go and look for our placard that says Singapore and take a pictures there. And everybody else will do it. Yeah. So that is really the fun part about this
okay,
marathon.
Right.
Yeah.
nice. So you'll be like Singapore representative standing proud there. You can take all the photos you
Yeah.
want. A
Yeah.
bit like feeling like you're in the Olympics, yeah, representing the country.
That's right. That feeling is exactly like what you have said, it's like wow,
Mm.
you for that moment you suddenly feel so proud to be like a Singaporean, just like likewise the other nationality, suddenly they feel very proud to be like a Canadian, an
Yeah,
Indian, from Hong Kong, from China, really even
that's
from
true.
far south African countries, we are
Mm.
we are pretty amazed. Yeah, you see a lot of countries and a lot of some of the names that you probably hardly hear before, so they have runners
Very
representing there. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. And Jenny is asking Cheryl whether you
Mm.
have an oppa cheering you on during the marathon, like what I
Uh,
did. Like,
I don't have. I'm so busy taking photo. I'm so busy stopping, taking photo because it's just so pretty. You mean, I mean, it's quite embarrassing to say how long I took
Yes.
to clock 10 kilometers. I took like 1 hour and how long? Let me see. 1 hour and 34 minutes because I spent like a good 45 minutes stopping and taking photo. This angle not good. Okay, turn around the other angle again. So, and I'm not the only one, to be honest.
okay.
Yeah, and then
Um,
our
uh,
conclusion is that when you go for such run, you will never go for your personal best.
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
not the idea to go for your personal best.
It's all about the experience of the run itself.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Yeah,
it's
rather
really
than
the
trying to clock the
experience.
time. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one question that I think Ryan maybe you can help to answer.
Okay.
Junman is asking whether he heard that the honey in Jeju is really good. So is it really good? Honey.
Honey.
Yeah.
Honey. No, I think no.
So Jeju doesn't produce any honey.
Uh, we're producing honey from mandarin flowers.
Ah,
A
okay.
little, because the period of blossom of mandarin flower is very short, so the amount of produce is very small.
Mm.
Yeah, so honey is not our staple.
Okay. I think it's more of the Mandarin oranges, right? That is more of the Jeju's, what Jeju is well known
Yeah,
for, rather than the honey.
yeah, we have a lot of mandarin farms, and in winter we have a lot of mandarins in market.
Mm. Okay. There's quite a number of questions asking when is the best time to go Jeju, for cycling and hiking.
Okay, so cycling and hiking is outdoor activity, so the weather is important to enjoy the outdoor
Yeah.
activity. So I recommend you visit in spring and autumn. The weather is very mild and it's good for outdoor activity.
Okay. There's also a couple of questions asking, whether there's typhoon in Jeju, and I think Ian has already addressed it, but just to share with everybody. So Ian was sharing that Jeju experiences typhoon 2 to 3 times a year, but generally it's in the month of September, and it's only for a very short period, like 1 or 2 days. Yeah. So do not let that deter, your intentions of visiting Jeju. For Sina, I think your presentation, Ryan, your presentation is so good that she wants to retire there. She was saying she has worked in Busan before, but has not visited Jeju. Yeah, so for Sina, it's time for you to make a trip, okay, to catch up on lost time.
Oh.
And so Dong Yao is asking, maybe Cheryl can answer, but I think William has also addressed it, asking whether do you need to be an experienced rider to do the round island cycling in Jeju?
Not really. On the last trip, we actually have some rider who have not ride for quite some time and then they join the trip. But I would suggest that if you are set to sign up for a cycling holidays, regardless where, it's always good to start warming up yourself 2 to 3 months before the actual trip. Because at the end of the day, you want to enjoy. And once you get out of Singapore, the terrain, the weather, will everything be different from what you experience in Singapore. So it's good to get yourself accustomed to sitting on the bicycle saddle for an extended period of time. Because when we are cycling, you spend a good six to 7 hours out there and at least 5 hours on the saddle. So it's good to get used to that motion before you go on to the actual trip. Because when you're on the actual trip, you're doing that consecutively for at least 3 to 4 or even 5 days, depending on how long is the trip. But whereas in Singapore, you only do it probably like once a week. So your body has time to recover. So a lot of cyclists, when they are going away for their first cycling trip, is always the most tiring. But it is also that experience that they never look back and they keep asking for more. So similarly in Jeju, it's the same.
Okay. So there's a question by Colleen. Colleen is asking whether for the marathon trip, is it incorporated? Can it also be incorporated with hiking and trekking activities? Because it's just a pity to go to Jeju for the run and miss most of the sites. So answering that, Colleen, for our Jeju program, the International Tourism Marathon, right, we actually plan it as a runcation. So there are before and after runs activities. So that is like a holiday. It's not just going there for the marathon. It's really going there to experience the island and see all the various sites that the island has to offer. So we do include in pre-runs activities like a warm-up hike, and then post-run activities also like a cool-down hike and so forth.
Yeah.
Is it true? I mean, I've seen a lot of comments talking about the Jeju cafes, confectionaries, and pastries. Is it really true that they are some of the best in South Korea?
Yes, the best. We have the best cafes and desserts and bakeries in Jeju Island. You may be surprised how many awesome places and cafes we are having in the island.
I can attest
We
to
need
that.
extra session for this part.
Yes, yes, I can attest to that. It's so good.
Yeah, it's
Every,
so good.
every day our motivation is when are we making a stop for coffee or not? When are we making a stop for cakes? I mean, for some who don't drink coffee, they're like, hey, I'm gonna have green tea latte. Where are we going to stop? Yeah, right. Green tea is one of another very popular
Yes.
produce of Jeju. So Ryan may want to share more on that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Ryan, would you like to share more about the green tea produced in
Green tea produce.
Jeju? Yeah.
So we have a very wide green tea farm in the island. So actually, green tea farm is cultivated in Jeju Island, and it's processed by very famous tea brand Osulloc, and that company produce a lot of kinds of flavor from green tea.
Mm-hmm.
So that those kind of green tea has very good quality. And besides just green tea, They have a lot of blended tea. They are also
Okay.
very good.
Okay. Cheryl, you said that the trip last time you went, there was a long queue for the ice cream, right?
Yes, the green tea ice cream is really very good. Yeah. So
So you
everybody,
joined the
yes, you must. It's a must. No matter how long the queue is, it's a must.
Yeah.
uh
So yeah, a lot of variation like ice cream, cakes, even cosmetics made of green tea. They are actually very good quality. So I recommend
okay.
you try once you visit to Jeju Island.
All right. So, we have been talking so much about food, right? We are having a complaint from Lisan saying that we are always talking non-stop about food. Going on our trip sure fat one when you come back instead of lose weight.
So beside abalone that is like very popular in Jeju and the seafood, I think another of their not say product, another food choice is actually the black pig, the black pork.
Yes.
Raya, will you like to share more on that? Because it's like
Yeah.
everybody who goes to Jeju will definitely rave about it, and definitely it's a must try.
Sorry for making you more hungry, but black pork is a must eat in Jeju Island. Because it's different from any other pork in other region. It's more flavor and more flavor and more delicious. So the best food in Jeju Island, I think, is black pork barbecue.
Mm. I
Mm,
tried that. I tried that when I went to Jeju last July, the black pork barbecue, and it's really very tasty. I mean, I would think that what's so special, when they were telling me that, oh, we are gonna try the black pork barbecue. I was like, oh, okay, it's just Korean barbecue. What's the difference between other Korean barbecue? But when I try it, it's really the pork is very tender. And there's
mm,
no smell. The very
Yeah,
uh
there's no bad smells
yeah, there's
from.
no bad smell, correct.
mm.
So
Yeah.
it's like and it just makes you keep eating. And there's like we total of us 6 ladies, but we ordered like a huge amount of meat. Second round some more. And
Yeah.
then the room staff is like, okay, 6 ladies can eat so much.
Yeah. And it's served in very big pieces.
Yes,
Yes.
correct,
But the
very
subs are cut off in small piece as big as enough to your mouth.
yes, correct.
I think that is the trick because they were cut into smaller pieces, and then because the every piece is so small, you just keep eating, and without realizing that actually you are eating a lot of the pork, but
Correct.
they are just too good to resist.
And then because you wrap it in the vegetables, right? So you don't feel as guilty when you're eating it.
That's perception. Oh yeah, I'm eating the,
Yeah.
the the pork, but I have a lot of veggie to go with it. Balance out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very juicy,
Mm.
juicy inside.
Mm.
Yeah. That's what Lisha
And
said.
mm, and it's grilled by charcoal or burner. So the
Yeah.
outside is very crispy, but the inside is very juicy and flavor.
Yeah, yeah, it's so
And
good.
yeah, you can eat a black pork with vegetables. We call that sam.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So meat with vegetable adds more flavor to meat.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Have we answered Juman's question about how many days recommended for Jeju Island?
No, we have not answered that, but I saw Ian has replied that his recommendation is at least 4 full days in Jeju.
Mm.
Yeah, to
Mm.
experience all the main sites and all. Yeah, so that's the minimum is 4 full days.
4 full days. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I
but
have
sorry,
carry
no,
on.
Angeline is asking like only 4 days, is it enough to cover both the east and west of the island of Jeju? Ryan, would that
Yes,
be enough?
yes, it's enough. So east and west for 4 days is enough.
Okay.
You stay 2 days in east and 2 days in west.
All right.
I have a private message here on our mobile phone.
All right.
Okay. Are there any Muslim friendly restaurants on Jeju?
Yes, we have. There are many seafood restaurants and Muslim-friendly restaurant in Jeju Island. So it spread all over the island. So you can find Muslim-friendly or seafood restaurant around the island.
Okay. Colleen is asking whether is the purple rice exclusive to Jeju? Because she can't seem to find anywhere else in Seoul.
Sorry, what exclude?
Purple rice.
Purple rice.
Yeah.
Exclude.
Is there such a thing? Purple rice? I have not tasted that personally. So
purple rice, black rice.
I think maybe black rice.
Black rice.
Yeah, maybe it's the black rice.
So the question is black rice. Yeah, you can find the rice cooked with black rice.
But I think it's not only just in Jeju. Colleen, I think it's available elsewhere also, but probably not in Seoul City, because I did a trip once into the countryside, and I remember eating a combination of the black rice plus some of the local rice that they produce. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find black mixed cooked rice around South Korea.
Yeah. Angeline, this comment is for Angeline. Angeline, if you want to go to Jeju to cycle, hike, walk, and eat, I think you need a month. Okay, 4 days is definitely not enough for you.
Oh yes, if you want to enjoy active holidays, definitely 4 days is not enough. I mean, for us, we already cycle and cover the whole island in 4 days. So definitely, if you want to do all the activities, more than that. Definitely more than that. Give yourself 2 weeks.
Yes. 2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks. Ryan will be very happy. Okay, have we covered all the questions already?
I think we covered most of the questions. So for any questions that we missed out, we will reply to you offline. Yeah, in the comments later on. Okay, I think we need to move on already because we are getting everybody hungry at this timing, looking at all the comments coming in. So it's not a good thing.
Yes, and it's getting very late in Jeju too.
Yes, correct. Okay,
so back to you, Mabel.
All right, so moving on, just to recap again on where you can find all our trips on Jeju Island. It's on our website at www.travel-wonder.com. Search under destination under South Korea, and you'll be able to find our Jeju Island Round Island Cycling and Jeju International Tourism Organization over there. Just to flash a quick picture, this is our Korean support team. So when you book a trip to South Korea or to anywhere in South Korea, you'll be welcomed by our support team. All right, so for tonight's sponsor, Kundao. Kundao is an all-natural personal daily day care brand that invents nature-inspired beauty by combining various natural extracts using leading technology. You may visit Kundao's website at www.kundao.co.kr. Tonight, they are sponsoring a 500 ml bottle of hair treatment to the viewer with the most engagement. Also, this is an extra bonus from our Jeju Tourism Organization. They are giving a set of free gifts, which is a tumbler from Jeju plus a pen for the first 5 people who text in to us your name, email, and code Jeju, Jeju, to the number +65 8714 3321. So you'll be able to reserve this gift. And what happens is when you book your next trip to Jeju Island, South Korea with Travel Wonder, we will include this freebie that you have reserved. So text in your name, email, and code Jeju to our number 8714 3321. We only have 5 sets to be given away. So just to recap, for next Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. for our midweek chatter with Wonder Girls, we have our friend Paul Chen from Ultimate Investing who will come on board to share some simple tips on investments and to answer any layman questions you have on investing your money. Next Friday night at 9:30 p.m. on our Weeknights with Wonder Girls, we have New Zealand. So we have Pei Ling from Tourism New Zealand who will come on board to share about this beautiful destination. We are now having sale for some of our PW Couture items. So our active arm sleeve, anti-slip hiking socks, and cycling cap are going at a good discount. You may be able to find more information on these items on our website, www.travel-wonder.com. Search under Outdoor Couture. You'll be able to find all the item descriptions and as well as the sale price. And at this moment, we are giving away free Singapore Island-wide delivery. So this is our contact number. Again, 87143321. If you have any questions at all, you may feel free to WhatsApp us at this number. Tonight's presentation is brought in with partnership with Jeju Tourism Organization as well as I Love Korea. Shall we take a group photo here before we call it a night?
Yep. Okay.
All right. So everybody smile at the camera. 1, 2, 3. And with that, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Your Friday night with
you.
us.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ryan.
Good night. Thank you,
Bye.
Ryan.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.